Hello dear students, welcome once again. In this video, you are going to listen to the explanation of the poem The Farmer's Wife. The Farmer's Wife, written by Olga. Olga is a pen name of Mrs. Lalita Kumari, a well-known Telugu poetess. The heading, The Farmer's Wife, she is focusing on the problem faced by a widow of a person who has committed suicide because of the debt. Farmer suicide is now very much prevalent in India. Farmers are facing many problems despite taking so many measures. Condition remains the same. It was written long ago, but even now, farmers' suicide continues. Let me tell you the background of this. A farmer has committed suicide by taking poison because of the debt. He is very much deep in debts, and the crop which he was expecting, that it would give him enough strength, financial strength, that got spoiled. Cotton crop completely spoiled. But now he has to answer for the creditors. He did not know what to do. They are very much concerned about their prestige. They are not shameless characters. They are very much sensitive. Though they are poor, they are very much sensitive. Now this man resorts to commit suicide. He is already dead and gone. The dead body is there. Everybody is weeping. But here you see the anguish of the widow. The woman is not crying here. Of course, she is very much in a sad mood. There is no doubt in it because she has lost the husband. Rather, I can say that it is her life. She has lost her life. She is completely dependent on that person. Now, he is no more. So, sitting by the side of the dead body, see how the words come. She may not be telling this, but it is coming from within. What is it coming from within? Let us see. She is pouring out her anger, her anguish. You are virtuous and you are gone. First sentence itself, stunning it is. See what statement she gives. You are virtuous. You are an intelligent man. You are gone. That means dead. Poor sinner that I am redeeming. So she calls her poor sinner. Though she has not done any sin, she calls her sinner because she has to face the consequences of this. It's not that easy. A lone woman with children, such a burden it is, the life's burden it is, life becomes a burdensome now. Oh, poor sinner that I am redeeming. She calls herself sinner just because the husband has left her in lurk. Tomorrow, these creditors will come and ask her, unable to bend your head or stretch out your hand, bend your head. That is, when we are in a weak position. So let's say if I have taken some loan from someone, I am at the receiving end. I am a weak person, that person is strong. Whatever he says, I have to listen to him. So, unable to bend your head, that is, bend your head in shame. Because this person regarded his prestige a lot. stretch out the hand. Stretch out means like this. That is taking again loan, asking for money, or sell your crops. It is not possible because the crop is completely gone now. So he is unable to sell the crop. You crossed over. Cross over means gone that side. That side means here from the life. You crossed over from the life. That means you are dead. How painful it is to say this. How angry she is. But I was born with a head bent. So she is telling her own condition. Women normally in India are like this because they are under the control of the man, the husband. So therefore she says she is always with a head bent. That is under someone's control. A hand outstretched. That means she has never given anybody anything. Because financially she is dependent. Therefore, all the time she has to ask the husband. When the girl is there, that time she asks her father. So when she is married, she asks the husband. And at the old age, that time she has to ask the son. That's why she is telling always hand outstretched. That means no giving, always taking. Not unused to being sold. That means sold exactly, we should not take in that sense. Now she is not unused. That means it is used means all the time it is there. What is that? Being sold. That means she is being sold here in the sense not being looked after properly. Knowing all this, did you leave me? Then how did you leave me? She is asking a question to a dead body. Just imagine, she knows that whatever she is telling, it will not go to his ears. He is not going to listen to that. But these are all the words that are coming from within. As I told you, it may not be in the form of a word it is coming out. But from inside, she is crying and asking him the question, knowing all this thing. That means if he goes, just that man would have thought. For a while he would have thought, if I cross over, if I commit suicide, what will happen to these people? Those who are dependent on him. He should have thought about it. But he did not. That's why she calls him virtuous man. You are a very good, very intelligent man. That's why you crossed over, she said. You found a release with the poison. So here it is clearly understood that this man took poison and committed suicide. Poisoning my bitter existence. What a beautiful sentence it is. So he took the poison, but the effect of poison is on her. Her life is going to be poisonous now. So her life will be very, very difficult. So the cotton crop is but yesterday's. That is, cotton crop has already gone. So it belongs to the past now. But what our family, what about our family? Is it of the past now? No, it is of the present and the future. How often have I drowned in it, in the lake called family? So far, the married life of this woman was not very, very much happy. That's what it is revealed here. How often have I drowned in it? That means every now and then. Often means again and again. Drowned in it. It means the problems of the family. She drowned it. She was not at all happy with her existence. How many times have I escaped death? So this shows many times she was almost near to the death, maybe physically or emotionally. Both, it can mean both. So further we come to know that the man was a drunkard and many times he used to come and beat her. It is a commonplace experience, in India. So same thing. That's why it has this poem has a universal appeal, universal acceptance, at least in India. If not in the other world, at least India and the third world. These things are very much prevalent. Whether you abuse me or revile me, many times it happened that he used to abuse her, revile her, that is, rebuke her. Kicked me when you are drunk. Here it is. So this man was a drunkard, like many people in the villages. So he used to come and kick her when he is boozed, when he is drunk. I thought, he is but a man. What a sentence it is. This is the height of tolerance of Indian women. See what she says. Is all the things are acceptable, she says. I thought, it means kicking, reviling, abusing. These are all the daily occurrences. But see what she says. I thought he is but a man. Man here the husband. That means to her, a husband has the license to do anything and everything to a wife. And it is accepted by the woman. Little did I dream. That means I never thought, the thought never came to me that you would deal me a death blow like this. That means he has given her a death blow. The blow is very strong. That is almost a death for her. True, the crop was gone. She says, well, I agree that it happened. Crop was destroyed. The debt remained. Because there was no income, he could not repay the debt. That is loan. He could not repay the loan. Our dignity hit the dust. Definitely when you do not give the money in time, your dignity will not be there. The people will not treat you nicely. Our hearts turned to water. Our hearts turned to water means they have completely cringed. They have become so weak. But how did you imagine my back would bear the burden of 4 children? So here another thing we come to know, that this man had 4 children, small children were there. Now back would bear the burden means she has to take the responsibility of looking after these children. How many things she has to do? Whatever the man was doing earlier, that work she has to do now. And the household chores that she has to do, that is also on her. That is also her responsibility. And looking after the children is also her responsibility. And above all, she has to answer for the creditors. She has to repay the loan. These are all the problems, a lot of problems. But this man simply left her, just consumed the poison and ended his life. This should not be This is not a fair thing for anybody. So, putting the woman into such a worst situation, leaving her to the winds, definitely is not good. But it has happened. That's why she is just outpouring her ire, her anger, her anguish. Every sentence has anger in it, isn't it? You saw your crops destroyed. That means he experienced the pain of the destruction of his crops. What if the harvest of my home? Can I leave them to the wind? Like a worm-eaten cotton pod. That is, when the crop is destroyed means that it is same. Like a worm-eaten cotton pod. This is cotton pod, worm-eaten. Now it is of no use for us. We will have to throw it. So she is asking the same thing now. Can I leave them, that is my children, to the wind? That means can I simply throw them? It takes a moment to die. That dying is easy, she says. It takes a moment. Just have the poison, after sometimes you are not here. Or go and touch the high tension wire. Within no time, you are dead and gone. It takes a moment to die. But open your mouth and ask, what of this? Why is this? She knows that he is a dead man. He cannot speak. But see how she is telling. Open your mouth and ask. How desperate she is. How anguished she is. Because she knows her life would be really poisonous. What of this? Why is this? Why have you done like this? That is the meaning. Why is this? Why has this happened? That means you shouldn't have gone like this. Needs a firm heart. That is strong resolution. It needs a strong will. For what? To teach my children to clench a fist. This is fist. Clenching is like this. So we clench fist in two situations, at least here. So one, to take the rice or anything, so we clench it. Now here she says to clench a fist, not merely for a handful of rice. Here means clenching a fist for handful of rice. This means to earn something. But in battle, so not only for earning money, she also would teach the children to struggle. See, whenever we go on a strike, what is a strike normally? Strike is a demand for justice. So when someone goes for demanding a justice, that time we do like this. So clenching the fist. But in battle is not exactly battle here. Literal meaning we should not take. Battle is life. Life with a lot many troubles. I must live. See the word must. That means high resolution. She has made up her mind to live, not die. Because dying or committing a suicide is a cowardice. One should not be a coward. So she says, I must live. That means she shows her boldness here, courage. I must embrace life, not death. So she is for life. This is a positive attitude. We have to live whatever it comes. We have to face. But we have to live. Because birth and death are not in our hand. Though committing suicide, okay, you can say that it is in our hand, but it is not that easy, I am telling you. But we do not know who has created us. Let's say if it is God, then leave it to Him. Because He is the creator, He is the destroyer. We have got nothing to do. Only thing, we have to do our job. We have to burden all the responsibility. We have to answer for the people whom we have to answer. I must live, I must embrace life, not death. Embrace life. Once again, it is repeated. That is giving a thrust on this point. Embrace life and struggle for life. Life is not bed of roses here. She says, it is full of struggle. For some people it may be a bed of roses, we do not know. But for a normal people, especially the peasants, the farmers, most of the farmers, I can say, 90% of the farmers, small scale farmers, they all suffer like this. Their families suffer. The governments are taking some measures, but they are not enough. This shows her strong will to live a life. So she is a very bold lady. This is required. This positive attitude is required in life. That is the message of this poem.